Hi guys, it's Katie here again from Creativa. In this video we are working on the Memory Keeper book, and in the back of the Memory Keeper book is the box, and inside the box are little boxes. So in the previous video we made the box, and in this video we're making the little boxes. Just as a reminder, this is my prototype that I made as a junk journal. This one that we're making is going to be a mini album. I've made this, we've got this whole situation at the front of book, and then at the back we've got this box. We've just done that, and today we are going to make these little itsy bitsy boxes, removable boxes that go inside like that. So let's just take that bit out so we can look at that if we need to. In my first video I talked about all of my supplies that I'm using, so if you're interested in that, in the paper that I'm using and things like that, just go and check out the first video where we made this one and I talk about that. I also talked about the set of SVG files and also the set of PDF files that you can get from my Etsy store, and to make this whole book with the boxes. So the PDF, this is like a screenshot of the 24 pages of the PDF. All of the pieces in here are exactly the same as these pieces here. I'm just going to refer to this one in the video because it's much easier to see on the camera. I'll tell you which pieces I've cut out, and I will write it in the description box below so you don't have to remember anything. So we're making the little boxes that go inside. Now I want to tell you a little bit about the boxes. There's 3 different sizes of boxes. There is the long box, because it is the long box. This one here, it's the full length of the inside of the box, of the base box. Then there's the medium sized box, and then there's the small box. Now in this video I'm going to make one of each of these, and all 3 together fit in this box. But what you need to know is the width of this box is the same as the width of this box is the same as the width of this box. What that means is you could have just 2 of these, one here and one here, and have that little situation like that. You could have this box and 3 of these little boxes, because this is 1/3 of the size of that, so I could have 3 of these in here. You could have, whoops, 2 of these, one here and one here, and 2 of these, and have one here and one here, or you know, something like that. You could have 6 of these little guys in here. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, you don't just have to have the 3 boxes like this. The combination is up to you. Today I'm going to do the 3 boxes so I can show you how they go together, but you do you, and you do whatever works for you, for whatever it is that you want to put in here. So I have already cut out my little bits, and I'm going to show you on here what I've got. So this is for the small box. I've cut out my little mats already, so let's just put those to the side. And for the small box, you will see that I have got these 2 pieces the same, these 2 pieces the same, and then these 2 pieces. Right, so this is my small box base, which is this guy here, the small box base. And the blue piece is what I've cut out of this craft cardstock, and I've inked around my edges with my Tim Holtz Distress Ink Gathered Twigs. So I've cut out one of the small box bases. Then I have cut out these 2 here, which are exactly the same. I've obviously cut them on my Cricut, but you could do this by hand. Just refer back to the other video if you're interested in making this using the PDF templates. So I've got my small box long side, and that's this one here, and I've cut one of each of those. And then there's this piece here, it says all boxes short side, and I've cut 2 of those, and that's these. So this one here that says all boxes short side is the short side for all the boxes. So what that means is, because these are all the same width, this piece here is on what's on this side and this side and this side and this side and this side. So that's the width of the boxes. I'm trying not to... I hope you get what I'm saying. Okay, so then we've got the small box base, the small box long sides, and the all boxes short sides. And then I have got the small box surround, which is this little guy here, and it's again the blue piece that I've cut out of craft cardstock. Then I've cut out my mats. This mat here is my small box surround mat. So in there is this tiny little guy, and that fits on there like so. I have got my small box base mat that I've cut out here, and that's going to go on there when we've done. And then I have got my mats that I've cut out for each of these pieces here. So my small box long side, I've cut out 2 sets of those, and the all boxes short side, I've cut out 2 of those. I feel like I'm making it sound much more difficult than it is. Anyway, we're going to put the little box together. So the first thing I like to do is take my little surround piece and lay it on my mat, on my base like this. And then I just grab a pencil and draw around that inside piece with my pencil. And this just helps us with the lining up of the pieces. So we did the same thing when we did this box here. Okay, and then we're going to attach our, these are, I think we're going to call them the long sides, although this box is actually square, so there is no long side. They're all long. So I'm using my art glitter glue, which is now my favourite after resisting buying this quite, I think, expensive glue for a long time. I have succumbed, and I am now singing its praises like everybody else. So I've just attached that. Gotta find my bone folder. I've said the word thousands of times and I can't remember what I was calling it for a second there. Nothing wrong with me. Okay, so I've just stuck that one down on that edge there. We're going to bring that up and over like this. So that is why I've stuck it underneath. Alright, I'm going to do the same on, so now I've done that. I'm going to do the same on this side. And I've turned it inside out, and the reason I've done that is because I've already inked it, and the inking bit is going to come up and over. Okay. If in doubt, ink both sides. That's what I often end up doing. Okay, and then we're going to do the same with these little guys here. And as you can see, this piece here, from here to here, is smaller than this piece from here to here. So it's this larger piece that we're going to put glue closest to our base. And we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to flip this over and glue it this way, so sort of the upside down way. Okay, so you'll know whether you've got it right or not, because this will fit nicely in here like this. Just like that. If you had put it the wrong way round, then this tab here is going to look shorter than that edge. See, that's the wrong way. This is the right way. So then we're going to make sure that this is stuck down nicely, and the same with this one. So we're going with the longer side closest to the base when we're sticking it together, and that is the rule for all of the boxes, because that is the outside edge. Okay, so I'm going to stick that one there. And stick that down. And now I'm going to grab my ruler. I don't know where I put one. Here it is. And my pencil. And I'm just going to pull these in now and glue them down. So this little tab here is going to bend up like that. And we want to line up this line that we've drawn with this edge along here like that. But to make sure that we get that right, I'm just going to extend that line with my ruler. And you're not going to see this, so it doesn't matter. Up past the edges so that I can see that. I'm going to do the same on this side. Just going to extend that up like that. So then I'm going to turn this tab out the ways like that. Put some glue on there. And then I'm going to, it's this fold here that we're lining up. Not the edge of the tab, but this fold line here. We're lining up with that pencil line that we've just made. So I'm using these lines that I've extended on each edge to line that up, to use as my visual guide to line it up. Like so. And then I'm just going to turn around and I'm going to do exactly the same thing on this side. So I'm going to fold that tab in and put some glue on here. I'm going to line my little fold line up with my pencil line and flip it around just to get make sure I'm lined up. And that's just to give us nice square edges like so. So then we're going to do the same with this one, but now we can't see our line anymore because we've covered it up with the tabs. So I'm just going to fold it out really carefully and just bring that line up the edges there like that again. Flip it around and do the same here. We won't see it, so that's good. So now this tab I'm going to fold to the outside like that, and these little tabs can get in the way a little bit, so I'm just going to tuck those in behind. Put some glue on this tab here. I'm going to fold it over and line it up, and again I'm going to use that pencil line to line it up. There we go. And I'm going to do the same on this side. So I'm going to fold those two little side tabs behind and bend that tab back and put a little bit of glue on there and glue that one back into the right spot using those pencil guides to line it up. Like so. Okay, so now I can bring my sides back in again, happy little sides, and we're going to put glue on these outside tabs. So here's an outside tab. I'm going to put some glue on that, and then I'm going to make sure that this is lined up, the edges of my box on that side is lined up, like so. And I'm just going to bring that tab in and hold that there for a second. So you'll see that there's a slight little rise on the inside of this little piece here. It's not, what I'm saying is it's not perfectly flat. And the reason for that is it's just taking into account the thickness of the cardstock. So you haven't done anything wrong if it's not sitting perfectly flat. It's just because we've got extra layers of cardstock there. but only you would know. Okay, so I'm just going to go around and do this with all of my little outside tabs. Okay, so I've glued down all my little outside tabs, and now I'm just in the process of gluing down my inside tabs. So I've done those two. So all we're doing is just pulling them away from that little edge, putting some glue on them and gluing them down on the inside and just holding them on there. And that's just giving it a little bit more stability. And then I should have one more that I need to do here. There we go. I'll just put a little bit of glue on him and glue that one down. Okay. I like to flip them on and just sort of squash it a little bit on there. Now, this little base piece is going to go on top and neaten that whole edge up, so we can do that. So I'm just going to put some glue on here. And pop that on top. And then just, you know, sort of ease it around, get it where you want it. Might need to go that way. I feel like it's happier that way. There we go. There's millimeters of difference in size. It would appear. It just makes it happier that way. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, so then we just need to put the mats on that. So we've got this little guy here who's going on top of here. Let's go that way. You'll get the sense of which way it goes. And then we've got the little bottom mat. Now, if you want to put a mat on the bottom of your little box, this one will go on there, but it's not quite the size of the base because it's sized to go on the inside, and we've got the walls, of course. So you might want to put that one down and be happy with that, or you might just want to cut one a little bit bigger. Up to you. Alright, and then I've got all these little mats here. So the longer mats are going to go on the outside, like here. And then the shorter mats are going to go on the inside. So I'll just quickly go and mat that, and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back, and I've put all my little mats on this little guy here, and I might need to go back and put a bit of glue in there, I feel like. So that's our little one. Now let's have a look. Let's do the long box next. I think if I just do the small box and the long box, you'll get the idea. So for the long box, we have this little pile of stuff here. I'll put the mats to the side. So again, we have the long box base. So that's this blue piece here, the long box base. And then we have the long box long side, and I have two of those. That's these two here. And then I have the all boxes short side, two of those. So that's those two pieces again, like so. And then we have the long box surround, which is that one there, which is this one here. And then I have cut out all of the mats that go with that as well. And one thing I meant to mention was that I think it's best to choose a non-directional pattern paper for these little boxes, just to save you trying to match up any kind of pattern or anything like that. So I'd definitely go for something plain or non-directional, or something if you don't mind it being wonky. Okay, so that's all of those pieces. Let's do this one. So once again, I'm just going to use my little surround bit and lay it on here so that I can draw around this. Whoop. Just helps with the setting out. Oops, that was a bit rough. Lucky you don't get to see it. That should be about right now. Alright, we'll work with that. Okay. So these are our long sides, so obviously we're going to attach them on the long sides. I'm going to flip them over again, put the glue on the sort of back side of that tab. So whilst I was just putting the little mats on here, my my son called. They're just on their way back from he and his girlfriend Alicia and their dog Millie, who is a miniature dachshund like our miniature dachshund, except she's I don't know, is it a dapple? She's got little coloured bits on her. Anyway, they just called. They're on their way back from a trip they went on up north, so they're just driving home. And they're about, I suppose they're about 7 hours north of Perth at the moment, so they'll get home pretty late tonight. A lot of driving. Okay, so that's that one like that, and then we have our short sides. And my point to that was, while I was talking to him on the phone, I made the medium-sized box so that I could show you. So it's exactly the same to put together as the long box and the little box. So I didn't think we needed to do it 3 times. I thought you could probably work it out. So we're going with the longest tab on here. I'm going to attach that here. Make sure that it folds up. And this one here, the longest side tab. And pop that on there like so. Okay, then I'm going to get my ruler again, and I'm just going to extend those lines. Oop. Like that, and this one too. This is the wonky one where I made a bit of a mess of it. That'll be fine. Okay, so then we're going to bring this one over. I'm going to flip this tab up like that. Put some glue on here. And then I'm going to line up this fold line, this score line, with my pencil line. And these lines that I've extended out the edges really help to do that. Like so, and do the same on this side. I'm going to fold that over and line up that score line with my pencil lines on that side and that side. Down. Okay, and then I'm just going to squash that down a little bit so that I can extend this line up like, whoops, up like that, and this line up like that. Okay, so then I'm going to fold these little tabs in at the back and then fold that tab over like so. Hold it with my thumbnail and put some glue on there. Again, I'm lining up this score line with my pencil line. Well, I'm certainly trying to. I think that's about right. I'm going to do the same on this side. I'll put a little bit of glue on here. And I'm going to line up this tab here, along there. Give it a bit of a burnish. Okay, and then we can pull these sides back in that I've squashed up. And again, I'm going to put the glue on these outside tabs and glue those down, making sure that it's sitting nicely against this other side here. So I'm going to go around and do all of those, and then again I will go around and glue each of these tabs from this short side onto the long side to just give it a bit more stability and square it off a little bit. So I'll just do that, and then, well, really all I have to do then is put my little surround on top and then attach my mats. So I mean that's as difficult as it gets for making these little guys, and you'll find once you've made one, you know, it all comes together and makes perfect sense for you, despite how difficult I might be making it look. So I'll finish this one off, and then I'll come back and show you, and hopefully me showing you how to do these two small boxes in this video and making the base box in the previous video will be enough for you to understand how to put these together. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay guys, I'm back, and that is the matted finished long box. We did this one together as well, and then this one here I did off camera, but the construction is exactly the same. So then those three little guys can go in the box, and this box is going to go into the back of our album once we've made that. So this is going to go in here like so, and then this one can go here, and this one can go here. That's so cute. I love it. I love it. And so you can put anything you like in there. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to put in this one yet, but I think that's really cute, and it's got a little seam binding closure. So in the next video we are going to make the cover and insert the pages. So this one here, to make the cover and insert some of these pages. This one obviously has got signatures because I made this prototype as a junk journal, but it does also have some pages that we'll be making. So I hope you stick around and follow as we work our way through this project. If you'd like to get hold of these, you can pick them up in my Etsy store. The link will be down below. They come as a set of SVG files, and they also come as a set of printable templates. So thanks very much for your time today, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye!